Hello, friends. Today I'm coming to you with a message of hope. In fact, I would want to call this message, and will, hanging on to hope. We're living in a day where that's kind of hard, isn't it? We don't know what we're going to look like on the other side of this. We don't really know what to hope for or how to hope. And in times like this, I think the enemy has an inroad to come and cause us to really struggle in this area. There's a passage in Luke 18, and the verse is verse 8. Now, I know it's speaking of the fact when the Lord returns, will he find faith? But I want us to consider today, if he were to come to my house today, would he find faith? Would he find hope? Would he find trust? In Hebrews 11, we know the passage well. It's from the Amplified. I'm reading it. Now, faith is the assurance, the confirmation, the title deed of things we hope for. You see, if we don't have hope, we're not going to have faith. It goes on in verse 6 and says, without faith, we don't please God, and we want to be pleasing to him. So the enemy of our soul loves to come and steal hope from us. I think it's hard to hang on to. Sometimes without hope, we really don't have faith. He says here, it's a title deed. It's a purchase of something. It's like, this is going to be mine and I just know it. In Jeremiah 37, there's a wonderful passage. The Lord speaks to Jeremiah. You know, Jeremiah had just one difficult period after another. And he said to him at one point, I want you to go and I want you to purchase this land. And he says, basically, you don't know really what it's for now or it's valuable, but down the road, it will be valuable to you and the people you serve and their future. Grab the title deed now. We can only do that as we live in hope that there is a future for us. And in that, of course, we go to that passage from Jeremiah 29, and we all know the verse well. We quote it. It's on the graduation cards. It's a fabulous passage, and we know it well. We'll look at it in just one second, but I want to remind us that Jeremiah 29 and this fabulous promise was given to the children of Israel during one of their bleakest seasons. It was when they were in exile. It was not an easy time, and yet the Lord said to them, I want you to live as a people that know you're going to make a difference as you pass through, because you're not going to be here forever. And when you're out of it, well, you have made a difference to the people you were around. He said, plant gardens, live your lives. Live with the people knowing you have a future and a hope. Listen to what he says. We know this passage well. For I know the thoughts and plans that I have for you, says the Lord. Plans and thoughts for welfare and peace, and not for evil, to give you a hope in your final outcome. He's saying, I want you to hope that down the road there's something good ahead. I want you to live in the reality of this hope. And he says, you'll call upon me and you'll come and pray to me, and I will hear and I will heed you. You'll seek me, you'll inquire for and require me as a vital necessity, and you'll find me when you search for me with all your heart. In the midst of where we are, it's a time to search for him with all of our heart, because if we have him with us, we will always have hope. In Jeremiah 24, there's a vision that's given to him, and it was of 2 baskets of figs. This to me has always been fascinating. One was a good basket, one was a bad basket. Go read it for yourself. And the Lord said, what's the bad basket? And what he let Jeremiah know was this bad basket of figs, the ones that would not even be edible or worth having, would be the ones that fought him in the process of captivity. Didn't want to go, fought it, wanted to be in control themselves. That's the way I would look at it. The good basket would be figs that represented the ones who were willing to go into a place that appeared to be captivity. That in the end, at the end of that season, they'd come out as a people, it says, who know me by my name. They would be a people who know their God, and that is always valuable. In my mind, captivity is a time where God comes to take us captive to himself again. Let him do that in this season. In that, thinking about hope and faith, what would he find? I go to that passage in Revelation 3. We all know he's knocking at the door. Will we let him in? And he's speaking to his people there. It's a great salvation message, but he's speaking to his people. And when we let him in, it says, I'll come and I'll sit at table with you and we'll fellowship, we'll talk. What would I serve him if he came to my table today? Now, I believe we need to serve him in honesty. It's okay to admit you're afraid. David said in Psalm 56, what time I am afraid, I'm going to trust in you. We all have fears. Serve him honesty. Let him know your fears. Let him know your frustration. But at the end of the day, declare your faith. Ask him to renew your faith, to renew your mind, to redeem the time that we're in right now, that we would be a people that when he returns in fresh measure, and he's going to, he would find faith. I love that. There's a song I've been listening to, and I want to read the lyrics to you. It's called Find Me, so it fits perfectly. And it's from an album called Beautiful Surrender. Listen to this. I fall down upon the ground, press my face against the earth, till my heart it rises over my head. As the wheat it bows down low, when the autumn wind blows, I kneel before the one I love. Find me grateful, find me thankful, find me on my knees. Find me dreaming, find me singing, find me lost in your grace. Like the dust that you first held in a garden where you knelt. Pull me up against your face again, till the breath of your hope fills the depths of my soul, till all I know is I've been found by love. Find me grateful, find me thankful, find me on my knees, find me dreaming, find me singing, find me lost in your grace. Don't let this season steal your dreams. Don't let it steal your hope, and certainly don't let it steal your faith, because no one is ever put to shame. The scriptures say that put their hope, their trust, their faith in him. I go back, and we've probably looked at it before, but it bears repeating. Psalm 27, last two verses, my paraphrase. What would have happened to me had I not believed I'd see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living? Hope, wait for, expect the Lord. He's coming back, people, in fresh measure. He's never left us. He's with you right now. Hang on to that hope, and he's going to reveal himself in fresh measure to a world around us. But as we walk through this, walk as a people that know you're going to make a difference, because you're living in hope. Hope in the living, eternal God who never leaves. No, never, no, never, no, never. And he never forsakes his people. Bless you.